My name is Erica Lane. I am a certified birth doula in Columbus, Ohio. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're going to be talking about your birth plan. If you've reached my page, you're probably pregnant. Congratulations. Your birth plan, what does that look like? When you should write one? What expectations you should have for that birth plan? And much more. So let's get into it. You're pregnant, congratulations. We're going to talk about your birth plan. So I'm a doula in Columbus, Ohio, and first of all, I want to say if you are creating a birth plan, you should be doing that with your doula. So if you don't have one, hire one. But if you don't want to hire a doula, we can get through that anyway. So a birth plan is literally a form that you're going to take to the hospital with you that has your wants, your needs, and your expectations regarding your overall stay at the hospital during your labor and delivery and postpartum experience. So I always tell my birth clients when they are writing the birth plan, it's more like a guide. There is nothing set in stone. There is nothing that we can guarantee, but it is a good idea to have a head start of vision labor to look like, right? So I always say, let's not call it a birth plan, because when there's a plan, it's set in stone. So I like birth preferences. I like birth vibes. Birth vibes is kind of like what me and my clients call them. And that is a way to have lower the expectations of having the perfect birth, because not everyone is going to have the perfect birth. There are some people that do, right? But we don't know how labor is going to go. So just making sure that they are set up for success coming in, knowing that their plan A can ultimately be plan F before they have their baby. So what you should have on your birth plan: basic information, your name, your partner's name, your spouse, whoever that partner is, your doula, your doula's present, your parents, your sister, whoever's going to be present with you. Make sure you have them on your birth plan. That way when they arrive to the hospital, it's already noted on the birth plan that these people are going to join you in the hospital. Insurance information can also be a part of your birth plan, just so people are well aware of what's going on. Or if you go into the hospital and you're like in labor and you don't really want to talk, just like, here's everything. So you get that out of the way. You're also going to have your preferences of what you want to have during labor. So this is whether you want interventions, whether you want pain medication, whether or not you want skin to skin, you want to breastfeed. All of these things need to be noted in advance so that your medical team knows what to expect once you're there in the hospital. So when I work with my clients on their birth plan, we're going to know whether or not there's movement. Do you want to be up moving? Do you not? Well, most of my clients, they're up moving because we're there to have a baby, right? So what does movement look like? At what point do you want to get the epidural? Do you want the epidural at all? Some people don't, some people do. Are you open to any type of pain medication, whether that's narcotics, whether that's Nubain, whether that's nitrous, whatever the hospital provides? Are you open to these things before you get the epidural? Like, what does that look like? Do you want to be in control of all decisions that you make before they're done, which you should be? So are you open to Pitocin or no? Do you have to meet certain criteria to get Pitocin, like in order to feel in control? Let's say, for example, you've been in labor 8 hours and you're still stuck at 3 to 4 centimeters. At that point, they may come in and offer Pitocin to kind of help things move along, which Pitocin is a synthetic form of oxytocin, which is going to help the contractions, if you didn't know. So at that point, you could be like, okay, I've been at this for 8 hours. I'm not making any progress. I am okay to getting Pitocin. You were in control of that moment and you made that decision on your own. What is the environment going to look like? Do you want tea lights? Do you want bright lights? Do you want dim lights? Do you want aromatherapy? Do you want water therapy? Do you want to get in the shower? Do you want to get in the birthing tub if they have one? All of these things need to be known on this document. When it comes to support, do you like positive affirmations? Do you like physical touch? Do you like massage? Do you like comfort measures? Believe it or not, some people don't like any of that and they want to be left alone. So it's very important that we know ahead of time that you are a client that wants silence, you want to be left alone, or you just want to hold someone's hand during the whole birthing experience, and that's fine. But it's good to know that in advance. When it comes to pushing the baby out, How do you want to push? Do you want to push on all fours? Do you want to push on your back? What does that look like? Do you want to push squatting? I've had someone deliver their baby squatting, standing up beside the bed. Most beautiful experience ever. So what does that look like? Are you open to other suggestions, or do you want to just birth in stirrups on your back? Again, it's what you want to do though. When your baby's born, do you want immediate skin to skin? Do you want your baby to have vaccines? Do you want your baby to have the vitamin K shot or the eye ointment? And are you breastfeeding? Like, what does that look like? Do you want your baby to have a bath? Do you not? Do you want to delay cord clamping? You do. Do you want your partner to cut the umbilical cord? All of these things need to go on your birth plan so that we as your medical team know what to expect, know what you want, know what is going to make you feel happiest overall within your birthing experience. So make sure when you are pregnant, you start writing this plan about 26, 27 weeks. To keep in mind that this plan can change at any time, and it can change, and if it does, it's okay. But we just like to have a heads up of what you want, and you know what you want going into this. And then say 36 weeks, things change. It's okay. You just update your plan. It really is okay. So these are just some of the suggestions you should have on your birth plan. There are a lot more, but these are the basic ones you definitely want to cover. Keep in mind, there is no guaranteed outcome for any deliveries. So your plan A can be plan B, C, or Z. So just keep that in mind. So as long as you're in good hands, and a healthy baby is all that we want, right? Right. So again, birth plan 101. If you would like a detailed birth plan, I do have templates available. Feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, comments, or would like any of the topics covered, please drop them below. Again, remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.